He had clearly solved a world-class math problem, yet every time he went to the library he had to act with caution. If the librarian caught him he would snatch the magazine from his hands, and he would be kicked out without mercy. But even then the librarian's anger wouldn't subside. He would mock Anand in public, calling him a penniless nobody. At that moment a kind staff member advised him, if he could publish his work in a journal, he could earn a lifetime subscription for free. Those words sparked something in Anand. Back home he plunged into his mathematical studies, working and calculating tirelessly day and night. A few days later he finally succeeded. Formulas densely covered the blackboard, and those equations pointed to a brilliant future. Excited he took a few careful coins from his brother's wallet, then ran off to mail his findings overseas. But international postage was very expensive back then. His father was a mailman. To help his son he immediately began raising money. He promised his co-workers, "My son is going to make something of himself one day." But his co-workers scoffed and mocked him. They urged him to face reality and have his son start working. To them, labor was the only valid path in life. Their world was limited to what they could see, never daring to reach for the stars or the moon. His father couldn't bear to see Anand's talent buried. Even if it meant using his wife's retirement savings, he would still send that letter abroad. He knew all too well that in the lower rungs of society, there were almost no chances to change one's fate, and he didn't want his son stuck in a muddy little road. Watching his father's figure grow distant, a wave of warmth welled up in Anand's chest. His father's understanding and respect became the most valuable gift of his life. While waiting for a reply, Anand shared his research with his girlfriend. He knew she came from a wealthy family, and her parents didn't think highly of a poor boy like him. He also understood, only through intellect could he cross class lines, and be worthy of her years of loyalty. They made secret vows beneath the open sky. Soon after his father came running home with a letter in hand. It was a special admission offer from Cambridge University. His research had not only been published, but was also praised by a professor. That thin piece of paper held high above his head became the symbol of hope for the whole family. Anand stood frozen for a long time, then slowly curled up with joy. Tears finally slipped from the corners of his eyes. He rushed to the library and slammed the journal featuring his paper in front of the librarian. The slight curve at the corner of his lips was the return of his dignity. The librarian bowed his head in shame before the young man. His girlfriend couldn't wait to introduce him to her father. The wealthy businessman looked him over from head to toe. Though surprised by the Cambridge offer, he still couldn't hide a flicker of arrogance. Out of respect for his daughter he said nothing harsh, but in his heart he didn't believe in Anand's potential. The family worked overnight to pack his bags. Due to copyright restrictions, this movie can only take you this far. The name of this movie is Super 30.